Menteri Rangba ke Jela Meklaya, Konrad Kesangma, Loang Beg, Sorkar Jela Kelamang Shispa Arpo Kulur Tengka, Banchna Ikcing Donkam Baper Hagi Blok, Kacing Snapan Bah Hadu Katpras Patli ke Skul Sorkar, Hakamang Tengka Kabolong, Lahedu Saulak Tengka Kawei ke Skul, Bakumju Kacing Penbahai Community Health Center, but Primary Health Center, Haka Jela Hi Brokaway. Yakani ulapan pau bakran Hakila Patai Kubor, Hadin Kacing Elang, but ki Deputy Commissioner Chongki District, but ki Sub-Divisional Officer Hashlong. Menteri Rangba ulapan Tebruban, Mang Tengka Ban moramot, but Penbit Pembiangi Tanat Pulit, but Office Traikam ki SP, Haki District Baper. Ulapan Teban Ain, Refotali Tuk Nabatagi Bor Pulit and Naba Shlong, but Penyaj Bet Penyarinti, Ekching Tangali.
Many schemes and many programs, many issues were discussed with the deputy commissioners, and more importantly, how we could ensure that the delivery mechanism improves in terms of the processes, in terms of change in rules or policies, or the utilization of technology to improve the overall delivery mechanism at the grassroots level. So these many aspects were discussed in the DC conference. More specifically, we discussed about the disaster management issues, especially keeping in mind the flood situation which we faced a few weeks back, and the kind of disasters that took place because of that, the loss of lives, the damage to agriculture, the damage to infrastructure, and all these aspects were discussed, and more importantly, on how we prepare ourselves for future situations, take precautions, prioritize what is most important, and as I said, improve the overall infrastructure and technology to be able to face these kind of situations in the future. Second important issue that was discussed in the DC's conference was regarding the overall infrastructure improvement in multiple sectors. As you are aware, this government has been focusing on a very clear-cut strategy and policy, which is to improve the overall infrastructure, especially when it comes to the public service areas. So whether it is hospitals, whether it's schools, whether it is blocks, or whether it's police stations, we have made a concerted effort to ensure that infrastructure improved in all these areas, which has been neglected for a very, very long time. You're aware that all the blocks in the state, new buildings are coming up, and in a lot of them, the tender process is going on, and overall approximately about 120 crores plus has been sanctioned, and works for new block buildings are going to start by August, September in all the blocks of the state. Similarly, we had started in the first phase the improvement of schools by including new buildings and extension buildings in different schools. We have gone a step further, and we have decided now that 1,800 of the schools, this is government LP schools, which were not repaired or which are in quite bad shape, the government has decided now that these repairs will take place of these 1,800 government LP schools through the district level, and a decentralized approach will be done where the DRDA along with the DLC out there and the different education officers will work together to ensure that in a decentralized manner these repair works of roughly about 3 to 4 lakhs per school, which will include renovation, which will also include, depending on conditions, electricity and water supply, and also include furniture in these 1,800 LP schools. Roughly a budget of anything between 3 to 4 lakhs will be given to each school. Another important decision which was taken in the DC's conference was a similar model will be adopted for the PHCs also, PHCs, CHCs and sub-centers also. So for this also earlier, these kind of repair works had to go through the departmental process, and the health engineering wing, planning department, all these were a lot of hurdles that led to a lot of delay in the implementation of the different renovation works. We have decided to decentralize those repair works, and now the entire fund will be for these repairs will be given directly to DRDA and to the district, and the district along with the district medical health officers will sit down and take up the work at the district level in a decentralized manner, which will ensure that the implementation is done much faster than what it used to be done before, when the entire process was centralized. Similarly, at the third level, we've also decided that we will be creating what we call the Police Infrastructure Renovation Fund. This is again similar to the concept of the schools and the health infrastructure, but this is for police specifically. And as you are aware, police stations require infrastructure improvement, renovation at quite small levels. But in order to do all of those repairs, the process was very lengthy. The department would have to send it to the secretariat, would go to the planning, would go to finance. Hence, we have decided to cut all those procedures, and we have decided that we will give a direct fund to the district level at DRDA. And the DRDA will again work closely with the SPs and the battalions to take up the smaller renovation works that are there at the battalion as well as the district level. At the same time, we have also decided that the larger SP offices and the different infrastructures that are required in different districts at a larger scale, those also will be done, but that process will follow the normal process of it going through the department and through planning and the normal procedure that's done, because as you're aware, a large number of the offices, districts don't have SP offices also, especially the newer ones. So we will be creating and sanctioning offices for SPs in the districts which don't have them.